Officers were dispatched to a residence in the 2000 block of North National in reference to what was reported as a burglary in progress. Initial responding officer arrived on scene, saw a male suspect whom he confronted. A physical altercation then ensued between the officer and that suspect. Suspect at one point during the altercation displayed a firearm towards the officer. The officer then drew his duty firearm and engaged the suspect, striking him. Suspect was then transported to an area medical facility where he was determined to be deceased.
There was word about a second guy.
We're trying to follow up on that information. I'm unable to verify that at this point in time.
So we don't know if there was a second guy involved in the burglary.
That part is still under investigation. We're still working on confirming that information out and trying to determine whether or not there's a second individual involved.
Can you talk about the altercation?
At this time, I can't provide any more insight just beyond the fact that there was a physical struggle between the officer as he was trying to detain the suspect.
As you guys are looking to figure out if there is a second suspect, do you believe the public's in any danger at all?
At this time, I don't have enough information to say that they are. I would tell the neighbors and the residents just probably be as alert as they possibly can, more alert than usual. If they see anybody suspicious, I would urge them to contact 911, call us so that we can check on those individuals.
Where was he trying to murder?
Either that residence or a building that was on at that residence at that house where the incident occurred.
And who made the call?
I don't have that information. I don't know if it was a neighbor. I'm just not sure at this time.
So over here in Prospect, what was the scene here?
There was an individual, just because it was early in the investigation and the possibility that there was possibly a second involved suspect. Concerned citizen had called in reporting a suspicious individual. Officers had attempted to contact him. He fled on foot and was apprehended and detained after a short foot pursuit.
Do you know if he was in any way involved?
That part is still under investigation. I do not know at this time.
You guys made any secondary arrests or anything like that?
At this time, no.
Can you confirm that the situation still going on over here is related to the officer-involved shooting?
I'm sorry. Do you mean the investigation there where the police are? Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
with the Bearcat?
Yes, that would be us completing. I have to do a follow-up investigation of that and process the scene and collect evidence, photographs, and things of that nature.
Sounded like they were trying to communicate with someone.
Yeah.
We were able to make contact with that resident. We weren't sure if it was directly involved. We couldn't make contact. Had tried to contact them via PA, but we were, and we're speaking with that individual to try to determine whether or not there's any connection between them and the officer involved incident.
Okay.
You say the altercation was inside the house or outside?
Outside.
Do you know about how many shots were fired?
I do not.
Is there anything you could tell us about the man that was shot? Age, name?
Adult male in his 40s.
White, black, anything like that?
Caucasian male.
Can you kind of explain the situation that's going on with the Bearcat? What?
Part of the Bearcat again was just in reference to the fact that we were unable to determine if a neighboring residence was directly involved. Had some early information that might be connected to this. We weren't sure if anybody was inside the residence, so just for the safety of the officers, so that they could have some cover, we brought that out so that they could use cover to attempt to contact that resident.
Okay.